Today we're going to replace the IGU in this sash and put it into this new window over here. Now, when replacing your IGU, you're going to start with a chisel. This is a simple wood chisel, or it could be a 5-in-1 tool, or even a really hardy spackle knife. But we like the wood chisel, works nicely, and you have a mallet. You start with the flat side facing the glass. And you would go, this window's pretty square, but if you had a window that was more rectangular with a longer side, you'd start with the longest glazing bead, the one with the longest side. And you'd start in the middle and with the wood chisel, flat side facing the glass, and then you work your way out a little. That's the hardest part. The rest of the sides get easy. Make sure you find the groove right here, right? You're not chiseling on the face of the glazing bead. You're not chiseling on the sash frame. You're finding the groove. You're slipping in the edge of the chisel. Once you're in, then you can start working your way out. You see, these things are very pliable. The pressure keeps them in nice and tight, but you'll see when we're installing it, you gotta bend them, and they're pliable. All right. Our system is a dry glaze system. Our IGUs are completely sealed and self-contained. And so now you see the IGU, and we will take out this whole IGU, and because it's dry glaze, there's no cutting of any silicone or any glues whatsoever, and we're gonna put it into the new frame. Before I put it in the new frame, I'm gonna put these glazing blocks in. This springy side is going to face the outside of the window, so we'll put that side in first, and then we'll put a little pressure on it, and it will go inside the sash. If you don't have extra glazing blocks and glazing shims, you can just reuse them from the IGU that you're replacing. But we have extra here today, and we're going to place them in the corners, just about 2 or 3 inches from the corner. No, that's good. These glazing blocks are to help give a little separation between the IGU and the sash. They will also hold your shims. Now we're going to remove the old shims. It's really important that you use a proper glazing shovel. If you use a metal spackle knife or some other product here, you really risk breaking the IGU. So the glazing shovel goes in, and then I'm just going to use this little screwdriver or anything you got, it could be a pencil or something, just to grab the shim to get that tension out And then when we have the shims out, we're going to be able to release the IGU from the window. Now we're going to use our suction cup to grab the IGU. When using a suction cup, make sure that the red line goes inside the handle. If it's not, you don't have complete suction and you risk dropping the IGU. To help ease the install of the IGU, it's very important to have this springy part towards the outside of the window. You put the bottom in first. There you go. You make sure it's against that outer gasket on all sides. And now for the shimming. The shimming is critically important to help you with the operation of the window. So you look at the handle side and you're going to put 2 shims here, one here, and then perpendicular you're going to put 2 shims down here, here and here, by the hinge. So from the handle, you go to the top corner, and then you go perpendicular. If you were reglazing a fixed window, you would only need 2 shims on the bottom. You don't need the suction cup anymore, and it's good to release it when you don't need it because it's putting a lot of tension on that pane. And if you have a big suction cup, it could pull the glass. And so once you don't need it, take it off. Now we're ready to put the glazing beads back in and secure the IGU to the sash. We start with the longest side of the window first, line up this little groove here with the groove inside the sash. Remember, this is pliable, so you can bend it in there, lining up those grooves. Let's see. Get in there a little bit, and just bang it in. For a window this size, it's not really Remember, these are pliable, so here we're going to bend it a little bit. Make sure both corners are in, and then just give them a light tap. And you're all done.